The way I got into music was a trip because I was always the comedian. And I used to do this show in Living Color. And, yeah. And I remember wanting to get into music, but I played this character called Wanda. Hey, Ferretto, how y'all doing? So I played this character, and I wanted to get into music at that time. And Teddy Riley and Guy at the time, back in the day, was at the In Living Color taping, and they were performing. And I said, oh, I could get my music to Teddy Riley, and maybe he could, sign me. But I was dressed as Wanda at the time. And they didn't, and I had just got on the show, so nobody really knew who I was. So I said, oh, I grabbed my cassette tape. I run out, I got the fake in like size 22 pumps, and I'm running, and Teddy look and see me bearing down on him. He looks at this, who's this transvestite about to, tackle me? And I say, yo, Teddy, I'm in the music, man, I sing. And he looks at me, he says, impossible. And I was like, wow. So I felt like I was never gonna get into music until finally one day, a kid came to one of my house parties, because I would throw house parties for musical people, and I put a studio in the house just so I could give music from them. Come on, Puff, leave me 16 bars. Snoop, leave me 16 bars. One day I had a house party, and a dude walked in. He has a backpack on, and his jaw was a little swollen. Who was it? Kanye West. Kanye West comes to the party, and I said, who's that dude? They said, that's Kanye West. And they said, he's the next rapper, he's the next producer. I said, we gotta perform, because everybody performs at the house. He does this rap that was amazing. I said, oh, I don't know why you ain't famous. And he says, well, I got a song for you. I said, well, come on in the back, you got a song for me? I've been trying to get in this, come on in the back. So we get in the back, and he said, the song go like this. She says she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, right? But look at me. I've been wanting to sing so much. I said, I got it. She says she wants some Marvin. And he like, what you doing? I said, I got to put the R&B on it. He said, don't do that. And so I like, no, he said, just sing it simple. Hip-hop is different. Just sing it simple. So I'm thinking in my mind, the song whack. He ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? This is not gonna work, right? So I sing the song, right? I leave and go do a bad movie. When I come back, they say, you remember the song you thought wasn't gonna make it? It was #1 in the country, and that's how I got into it.
Wow. It was all part of the journey. Yeah. It's supposed to happen like that.
Can I keep going with it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So now we do our thing. We do this movie where I play this guy. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna make it do what it do. I played that dude. And then once that movie blew up, Kanye does another song, but I'm not on it yet. So my boy Brian, who puts all my music together, he said, you gotta get down to the studio. Kanye got a missile. I said, what? It's 3 in the morning. Get down to the studio. So I get down to the studio, and Brian said, follow my lead when we go in here, because you gotta get on this record. When we go in, we hear the record. Thunk, 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 thunk. Now, I ain't saying shit. That's what's playing. I'm like, snap. I'm like, ooh, that's hot. Brian said, no, it ain't. I said, it ain't. He says, no, because you got to get on it. He said, Foxx, go get in the booth. He stops the track. We get in the booth, and I'm like, what am I doing? He said, just come up with something. So for about an hour, we hang in the booth, and finally we get, she take my money when I'm in need. Yes, it's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger. Way over town, that digs on. And that's how I got in the music.